Let's be clear, manipulators are masters of disguise. They don't need to raise their voice to control you. Their power lies in their words, subtle, sharp, and designed to break you down bit by bit. Have you ever questioned your own feelings because someone told you you were overreacting, or felt trapped because they convinced you that no one else would put up with you? These phrases aren't random. They're calculated weapons to lower your self-esteem and keep you under their thumb. Welcome to the Stoic Citadel. Please like and subscribe to this channel and comment down your thoughts in the comment section below. But here's the truth. Once you recognize these tactics, they lose their grip on you. Today, I'll walk you through the 10 most common phrases manipulators use to twist your mind and how to stand your ground. Don't miss the last one, because it might just be the one you've heard the most. So, are you ready to take back your power? Let's begin. You're overreacting. First, let's talk about the phrase, "you're overreacting." How many times have you heard this when you expressed your feelings? It's a classic move. Manipulators use this line to make you feel like your emotions are too much, too intense, too irrational. And guess what? It works, because suddenly you start doubting yourself. Am I really making a big deal out of nothing? But here's the truth. Your emotions are valid. Feeling hurt, angry, or upset doesn't make you overly sensitive. It makes you human. This tactic, known as emotional invalidation, is designed to keep you quiet. If every time you speak up someone tells you you're overreacting, eventually you stop speaking up altogether. And that's exactly what they want. Your silence gives them control. Imagine this. You've had a long, exhausting day, and a close friend cancels plans at the last minute. Again, frustrated, you express your disappointment, only to hear, "Relax, it's not a big deal. You're overreacting." In that moment, your frustration is dismissed, and you're left questioning yourself. But here's where the Stoics offer wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your emotions are part of your mind. They are signals, not flaws. When someone tries to dismiss them, it says more about their unwillingness to understand than about your emotional state. So how do you fight back? First, acknowledge your feelings privately. Say to yourself, "What I'm feeling is real and valid." Don't let anyone take that away from you. Manipulators thrive on making you second-guess yourself, but self-awareness is your shield. Next time someone tells you you're overreacting, try this. Calmly say, "I'm allowed to feel this way." Just because you don't understand, it doesn't make it invalid. It's not about escalating conflict. It's about asserting your reality. Another strategy: journal your emotions. Writing down what you feel and why helps you process and affirm your experience. Over time, you'll notice patterns. How often certain people dismiss your feelings and how it affects your well-being. This clarity is crucial. Remember, emotional invalidation isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes, it's the subtle eye roll when you share your excitement, the sarcastic, "Oh, here we go again," when you voice concerns. Recognizing these microaggressions is the first step to breaking free. And here's the kicker. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your feelings. Not every emotion needs to be justified or rationalized to others. The Stoics teach us that inner peace comes from focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, our responses. Letting go of the need for validation from those who dismiss your emotions is liberating. It's like shedding a heavy coat you've been wearing for too long. So let this be your reminder. Your emotions are not an overreaction. They are a reflection of your humanity. Stand by them. Let go of the need to prove your feelings are valid to those who refuse to see them. When you do, their words lose power. And that, my friend, is your first step to breaking free. No one else would put up with you. Second, let's dive into the phrase, no one else would put up with you. It's brutal, isn't it? When manipulators say this, they aim for your deepest insecurities. They want you to believe that you're lucky they tolerate you because, in their twisted narrative, no one else would. And once that seed is planted, it grows fast. You start wondering, what if they're right? What if I'm too much, too difficult, too flawed for anyone else to love or accept? But let me stop you right there. This is manipulation at its finest, and it's designed to break you down, not reflect reality. This phrase is a classic tool of emotional abuse, often used in toxic relationships, be it a partner, a friend, or even a family member. The goal: to isolate you. If they can convince you that they're your only option, they ensure you won't leave, no matter how poorly they treat you. But here's what you need to remember. Love, friendship, and respect are not acts of charity. No one is putting up with you. They're choosing to be in your life, and that choice should come from genuine care, not manipulation. Let's get real for a moment. Picture this. Sarah, a young woman full of dreams, finds herself in a relationship where every disagreement ends with her partner saying, "No one else would ever deal with your drama." Over time, Sarah stops voicing her opinions, her needs, her wants. She becomes a shadow of herself, terrified of being alone. But is that really love? No, it's control. Sarah's story isn't unique. So many people find themselves trapped in similar situations. And the scariest part? They believe it's normal. But here's where Stoic philosophy offers a beacon of hope. Epictetus once said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." Manipulators do the opposite. They drag you down, make you feel small, and thrive on your self-doubt. So how do you break free? First, recognize that this phrase is a lie. You are not a burden. You have worth, and your imperfections don't make you unlovable. They make you human. Start by surrounding yourself with people who see your value, not your flaws. Seek out relationships where you feel safe to be yourself, where your quirks are embraced, not weaponized against you. And if you're in a situation where someone constantly tells you that no one else would put up with you, ask yourself this: is this love, or is this control? Love liberates. Control suffocates. It's also crucial to build your own sense of self-worth. Take time to reflect on what makes you, you. What are your strengths? What are the things you bring to the table in any relationship? Write them down. Say them out loud. Believe them. Stoicism teaches us that our value doesn't depend on others' opinions. You are enough, not because someone tolerates you, but because you exist, grow, and strive. Here's the hard truth. Leaving a manipulative relationship is never easy. But staying because you believe you have no other choice? That's the lie they want you to buy into. The moment you realize that you deserve better and that your happiness isn't tied to someone's approval, is the moment you start reclaiming your power. So let go of the belief that no one else will accept you. Because the truth, plenty of people will. But most importantly, you need to accept yourself first. That's your shield against manipulation. That's your path to freedom. To subject yourself to constant emotional invalidation, surround yourself with people who respect your emotions, not those who mock them. Also, practice affirmations. Remind yourself daily, my emotions are valid. My sensitivity is my strength. The more you affirm your emotional worth, the harder it becomes for manipulators to shake you. Remember this Stoic principle from Seneca. He who is brave is free. Courage isn't just about facing external challenges. It's also about defending your inner self. Be brave enough to feel deeply, even when the world tells you not to. Let go of the belief that your sensitivity is a weakness. It's not. It's your superpower. Let's address a phrase manipulators often use to trap you. I'm the only one who really cares about you. On the surface, it might sound like affection, but don't be fooled. This phrase is designed to isolate you from others, making you believe that without them, you'd be completely alone. It's not love. It's control wrapped in false concern. Here's the danger. When you hear this enough, you start believing it. You pull away from friends, avoid family, and suddenly your world shrinks to just them. And that's exactly what they want, because the smaller your world, the bigger their influence over you becomes. Think about this scenario. Lisa, a college student, was always surrounded by friends. But when she started dating someone new, things changed. Every time she made plans with her friends, her partner would say, "Why do you need them? I'm the only one who really cares about you." Slowly, Lisa cancelled plans, ignored calls, and isolated herself. Over time, she felt dependent on her partner for emotional support, not realizing she had been manipulated into cutting ties with everyone else. The Stoics have a clear stance on relationships and control. Epictetus taught, "He who is free from others, but also free from himself." True freedom means not being bound by someone else's manipulation or your own self-doubt. Love and care are meant to uplift, not confine. So how do you break free from this emotional trap? First, recognize the red flag. Real love encourages connections, not isolation. When someone tries to convince you that they're the only one who cares, ask yourself, why would someone who loves me want me to be alone? The answer is simple. They don't want love. They want control. Second, reach out. Reconnect with the people you've distanced yourself from. Yes, it might feel awkward at first, but true friends will understand. Let them know what you've been going through. Sometimes, just hearing someone say, "I've missed you," is enough to remind you that you're not alone. Also, build your inner circle. Find people who respect your boundaries and support your growth. Whether it's joining a club, attending social events, or even connecting with like-minded individuals online, expanding your circle reduces the manipulator's grip. Practice self-reliance, a core Stoic principle. Spend time alone, not in isolation, but in self-reflection. Journal your thoughts, meditate, or take solo walks. The more comfortable you become with yourself, the less you'll feel dependent on someone else for emotional fulfillment. Another vital step: set boundaries. When someone tries to guilt you into isolation, firmly say, "I value my relationships with others, and no one has the right to take that from me." You don't owe them an explanation. Your life is yours to live, not theirs to control. And remember this: manipulators thrive on your isolation, but the moment you step out of their shadow, their power fades. Let go of the belief that you need one person's approval to feel loved. Real love is abundant, not scarce. You are not alone. You never were. Sometimes, you just need to look beyond the cage someone built for you to see it. Psychological manipulators thrive on control. But here's the good news. Once you recognize their tactics, you take back your power. Every phrase they use is a tool to weaken you, but your strength lies in awareness, self-reflection, and boundaries. Remember the Stoic wisdom. No man is free who is not master of himself. Be the master of your mind, your emotions, and your life. Let go of their manipulation, and you'll find a freedom they can't touch. If this episode resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with more content on mastering your mind and embracing Stoic wisdom. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next episode.